Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, you can.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your feedback that you can see the screen. Thank you. So this is Kelani Consulting. Like I said last week, we are the business unit of Kelani Engineering Service, and currently we're running a training series on food processing and packaging business. Just like we have it last week, Kelani Consulting is a business unit of Kelani Engineering Services Limited. It was established to solve the business problem across the manufacturing and production sector in the country. We help in business organization and their strategic skills, and also technological knowledge of machines, equipment, policies, and regulation. Just like some of us was asking last week, we are talking about the solutions we are given. We are that part of Kelani Engineering Service that bridge the information gap across various industry, particularly the manufacturing and production industry. Just like I mentioned as well last week, at the end of this training, it is certain that many of us will likely get some facility, some equipment that we'll be using in running our business operation. And I can assure you that all of these machines are made available at Kelani Engineering Service, which I mentioned last week. There is no any form of equipment you want to use, either in your grinding, in your sealing, in packaging, any form, any machines that is required for you to run the smooth operation of your business. We are there for you. And that is why in a time like this, we are making it a wide opportunity for everyone who is on this training. That if at the end of this training, each and everyone is diving into their various business hub and some equipment are needed, feel free to reach out to us and we will definitely supply you with all of the machineries you need for your business. And being a part of our trainer or our trainee, a beneficiary who has undergo a training from us, you will definitely be receiving those machines at an affordable price and also in a discounted price. So, what is our mission? Our mission is to promote indigenous production with the supply of technology. That's part of what I've earlier explained. And the core value of the company is integrity. There's nothing we do without having the full integrity because every one of us on this call, including my personal self, we have a reputation to protect when it comes to time in line of business. And we cannot be boastful of what we don't know about. I'm telling everyone on this call that at Kelani Engineering Service, there is no equipment you bring up or that is required from us that will not be delivered to you, and the guarantee will also be certain. So that's where our integrity comes in. Inspiration, creativity, and empowerment. Just this training mainly is just to empower everyone who is willing or who is interested in going into the food processing businesses, and that is where the empowerment comes in. Upon the completion of this training, everyone who has fully participated or who has been part of us, and we know that this one is very, very, very expertise, or this one is a master of what he or she does. There's no problem, there's no harm in it if we link up with we link up such person for a grant offer for empowerment from any various body that we have opportunity to link up with. And that's what I'm trying to let everyone on this call know now, that if at the end of this training anyone is interested in securing any grant, you can reach out to us with the necessary requirements that that will be needed of you. We'll prepare them for you at an affordable rate. That's part of the solution we give. So that is it. And we are a company whose core value also revolves around creativity, whereby what many people think as a common thing, will turn it around to be something else. That's where creativity comes in. Just like our facilitator explained last week, the business your neighbor is doing, you can rebrand your own and sell more than that your neighbor. That's the power of creativity. So everyone on this training is going to be trained on how to be more creative. We are not disputing the fact that you are creative in the line of a business, but how you can still add another creativity to bring out another innovative art. That is what each and everyone will be getting from this training. And what are our offerings? Our offerings revolve around business operations. We help with anything that has to do with business operations. We give the best of the best in terms of our business operation. That's why I said if anybody here is actually seeking for a grant, seeking for a sponsorship, or seeking for some partnership, you can reach out to us. We will give you every necessary document that you need. We will give you either it is feasibility studies, either it is your financial record, either it is a business plan, a pitch deck to pitch for any offer, to pitch for any sponsorship. Just reach out to us. You will get it at affordable price, as long as you have get in touch in one way or the other. And also we deal with procurement of machines and equipment. Just like I mentioned earlier, every equipment that individual person uses in their business, you can always count on Kelani Engineering Services to provide it for you. And through the channel, through us, you will definitely get it, because that is why we stand in that gap, that information gap. That is where you will always find us. And finally, we run human resource management for organizations, for companies. If you want to hire, either as a graduate training you want, either it is a full staff you want, either as a part-time staff, either as a contract-based staff, you can reach out to us. We will give them to you. These are the things, these are our offerings as a unit in Kelani Engineering Service. Please, if you can still hear me, let me have a response. If you can still hear me, please. I celebrate everyone who has just joining us. I really cite you all. Thank you very much for joining the call. Please, if you can still hear me, let me know.
We can hear you.
All right, thank you very much. So, as like I mentioned, we are moving on with our training series, and today we'll be having a reputable personality whose name is Mrs. Cynthia Omoze Jele. I'm sorry if I could not pronounce that very well. I'm very sorry. She's the CEO and convener of Ladies World Forum and Skill Acquisition. Let me say briefly about her. She's the CEO and convener of Ladies World Forum Skill Acquisition Center, an organization aimed at building the complete women. She's a serial woman, a counselor, a life coach, an ideal formulator, and a business consultant in the real estate and also skill acquisition initiative. She's a digital beverage and cereal trainer coupled with marketing strategist. She's, in short, a strategist when it comes to marketing. There's nothing you give to these ones that they cannot give you the strategy in order to market it. So we'll be having her on board today to being our facilitator to anchor the session where we'll be discussing about cereals processing and packaging. How do we go about these things? How do we package them? How do we know when to also market them? So join me as I welcome on board Mrs. Cynthia, who will be facilitating with us for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. It's a privilege to be with you guys, and I do not take it for granted. greet everyone specially. There is this saying I would say that success in an aspect of life cannot make up or cover up failure in other aspects. That means that if you focus on your job or your career and ignore the place of health, hygiene, or other areas of your life, you will end up struggling. There is a place for everything in life. I am one person that always believe in multiple streams of income. Even in the Bible, I used to draw my business philosophy from the scripture in Genesis that says that the Garden of Eden has 4 sources of water that comes into the garden, that waters the garden, 4 sources. So for me, the list of streams of income I can have is 4. And I used to tell persons around me, at least you should have 4 streams of income. It's very necessary. If one is not bringing money today, the next one will bring money. A lot of my friends used to call me jack of all trades. I say yes, because if I come and beg you 2K, you will tell me that you don't have. Or next thing, you give me a name that she's always begging and asking. So I rather find my way, make sure I do everything that will generate money for me. So I believe everyone in this group has a determination to want to succeed and make money. And you would make money. If you can put some of these things you are being taught here into practice, you make money. Nothing comes free. Everything you have to find a way to pay the sacrifice needed to get what you want. And when it comes to learning of beverages, cereals, and any form of skill that generates money, you will have to pay something. Sometimes you have to give something, you have to pay a cost to get information. Information, knowledge is power, and it is not free. When you get information, then you transform it into wealth and it start generating money for you. So today we are going to briefly, talk about cereal making. Now I want to ask a question. Have you ever dreamt of mastering the art of making delicious beverages right at home? I believe most of us have. Hmm? Imagine crafting the perfect cereal, perfect beverage, perfect milk, perfect Milo, perfect Golden More, perfect all of the cereals. There are different cereals that you can make, which we would get into much more when we get into our creative class. You will see how to make these cereals and how you can package them and make them a business venture. Okay, so I would briefly give you some benefits or some reasons why you should take this business opportunity seriously, why you should get into this business of making cereals, why you should learn this craft, this skill of cereal making and craft in general, everything that Kelina has to offer us and to teach us. Now, number one is that making cereals or learning how to make cereals will save you economic benefits. It will give you economic benefits. It will save you spending on expensive, cereals, things, our normal day-to-day cereals we use at home. And permit me to say, Mr. Kellen, if I'm even opportune, I want to give in some 1 or 2 beverage as part of what they will learn, making of milk and making of Bonvita. Yes, we can actually add that to it for them. So I would love to add that. So these things are what we use on a daily basis every day in our homes, and trust me, you cannot do without them unless you just want to live like, oh, abeg, let me just eat whatever I like. But if you really want to eat balanced diet, things that will refresh you, refresh your family, your children if you have, you would have to spend. And imagine how much you spend every month on beverages, on cereals. If you calculate it, you know how much. So once you have the knowledge of how to make cereals, you will be able to cut costs for yourself. You will be able to cut costs for yourself, for your family, and that will go a long way. We don't waste money in this era right now. We maximize the income that we have. Now, also another thing you would get if you get into this training, if you maximize this training of making of cereals, it's smart investment. The training pays for itself. When you think about the money you will save over time, it's smart investment. Every of such opportunity of learning a skill online or offline, it's definitely smart investment, because if you think about how much you are spending over the years and you will still spend, you will know that whatever it is that you are going to pay is just a token compared to what you will generate at the long run for yourself, both in business wise and in your family domestic use. Okay. Then also another thing why I think I know you should be part of this training is that it will help you with financial opportunities. When you learn how to make cereals, you will be able to start a side hustle with your new skill. You could cater events, you could sell homemade, cereals, beverages. You can even start a small business. Yes, you can even start a small business. I'll give you some tips on how you can start a small business. Like when I started with my beverage skill trainings, I started online. I learned from a source. After learning, I started practicalizing them. I could make them for myself, but most of the time I don't have all the time to make it like every time. But then I not decide to monetize it online by training others. So I created my groups, I made some one or two adverts, and I got people into the classes, and I started my training. So I would say that even if you cannot make it as a business venture, you don't want to, or you don't want to sell, you can make it a digital product, you can make it a digital business. Well, you will recover everything that you spent doing this training and more. And I can assure you what I used in register for the training then was just a token. But what I have gotten over time is much more, because a lot of people want to learn about how to make these things. They are tired of spending money, you know. They want to learn it. So when you give them the opportunity to learn, they pay for it. Just like you're going to pay for the class now, you could also reinvent your knowledge, package it in a way that you can also sell it out to other persons. So that is one of the reasons why you should get into this training, to give you financial opportunity. It will also boost your career. If you are in the hospitality industry, this training could give you a valuable edge. A lot of us, maybe we are in like churches, we are in schools, we are teachers. If you know how to make these things serious and beverages, if we are permitted to add that to it for you, you could use it, in the school, you could use it in your department, you could use it in your church, and you cut costs. That's you adding value to your environment, and people are like, wow, I made this myself, and you bring it, you know you serve people, and they want to do, they're like, this one tastes different from normal one we used to make and we used to eat. So you can use it. And well, some persons, I've seen people who they make things like even this pap akamu, and you ask them, how did you say, I made it myself. Please, you will make for me. Please, you will make for my children. They will mix the corns together and give you different flavor inside one pap, one akamu as we call it. And before you know, people are giving them money to make for them, and they are making their own money out of that that thing. So you too, you can even make as an hospitality venture at first, and it will also turn into a means of stream for you. If you make something like a cereal and take it to maybe your department in church and you share it around and everybody, wow, this is nice. You made it yourself. That means you will make for me. That's you are already getting an opportunity. So when you learn these skills, they help you in so many different ways. Okay, then another benefit is domestic benefit. You impress your guests, you impress those who come around your home, you entertain them with your series, your beverages, and everything you will learn from this training. Also, there is the health benefit you will get from being part of this training. Learn to make nutritious, series, beverages. It could really help you. There are some things you can add to your own when you are making them, so that they could be like either a booster, make them more nutritious, make them more like a cleansing agent and all that. Everything is all about invention. Invention is what makes yours different from others. Those people that make series, they might not add one thing or the other to theirs, and you want to add to yours. They might not add maybe milk, or they might not add maybe some other things that you know that they will be beneficial health wise. You want to add to yours to give it, you know what you want to attain, to give it something that you need in your body, and you add it to yours. Just make your own different. So that is it. That's what make yours unique. So health wise, you make this series and they will help you. They will help your family. They will make you look more healthy. Yes, we are what we take in, we are what we eat. That is the truth. It's not just about investing in clothes and shoes. Invest in what you eat. That is what will show up on your skin, and in your health. If you cannot spend money on what you take in, you will spend it in the hospital, and that is not even the best option, because even in the hospital they will still compel you to take something nutritious for the medicine to work. So it's better to be living healthy than to end up in the hospital. So when you learn how to make cereals and beverages, you would be able to live healthy, because you can do it yourself. You do it and add all the value that you need, all the creativity that you need for yourself into it. And you will see yourself living healthier, your children living healthier, those who come around you, they will say, this lady, her own has this special flavor. I want to go and eat her own cereal. Yes. All right. So when you learn this cereal training too, will give you expert guidance on everything you need. Will give you professional guidance. Will share our passion with you. Will share our secrets with you. The truth is that I cannot tell you everything about what you stand to benefit, or what you stand to gain, or how you can go about maximizing the information you get. But I just gave you a tip when I started, by how you could monetize the knowledge you got digitally. Then there are other ways you could also monetize the knowledge you will get: prepackaging, repackaging, branding. We're going to tell you one or two things about branding, how you can become a brand, how you can start with little as nothing from inside your house. You can make your cereal and you can sell. The places you can go to sell, I would be telling you all of that, and they are everywhere around us. Who are the persons that mostly take series? More of mothers, and there are mothers everywhere. There are mothers in the clinic, there are mothers in the church, there are mothers in the health center around you, and the children love series. So the ability to go to these places where you meet mothers is key. Then how you can maximize your social space. A lot of us, we have WhatsApp group, we have Facebook. What are you selling in those places? Your DP. You just post picture of you set your hand like this, set your leg like this, and that's all. No, you can make money from your DP. Yes. So when you make your series, there are so many ways you can get it out there. and you will sell. There's many ways you can get orders. You can even way big to people who would patronize you. Yes. So that is more reason you have to join in this training, so that you would learn firsthand how to make cereals. And as I've said, I want to include how to make beverages, how to make milk, how to make, you know, Bonvita, and how to make, please, Kelani, I don't know, I'm one person that I just like to pour myself on people. All right. And so I'm going to teach you how to make a date syrup. You know, date syrup, this dates which these Hausa people sell, you can make syrup out of it. And it's like, instead of using sugar, you can use that. It's like honey, you use it. So you're going to be learning how to make cornflakes. You're going to be learning how to make golden morn. You're going to learn how to make that date syrup, because when you want to make cornflakes, you will definitely need that date syrup. So it's extracted from the date to make cornflakes. It's part of what we use as sweetener for the cornflakes. So you will learn that. I'll teach you that. Um, I will teach you some other things I cannot relate right now, but you're going to be learning a lot, and we'll take it from there. So please, just make up your mind that you are going to be part of the training, as Kalani would update us how to go about it. Make sure you are in the class, and I will see you when you come on board. All right. Thank you very much. I don't know if there is any question before I will sign out. Is there any question from the house? Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Loud and clear. We are hearing you. Loud and clear.
Yeah, so if anyone has any questions, what she did right now was an introduction to cereal processing and packaging. And where, like we said, where this is all in tandem to introduce a master class where you can learn all these things. So what we do, we call the facilitators here to explain exactly what it is you're going to be learning. Just give you like a bit of, when they give you taste of what you are going to get, if it's something that you're interested in. If it's an industry, you might already be doing the thing, you might already be in the industry and you want to learn more and you need a more advanced this thing, we can also arrange a class for you. So this is what that's what we're here for. So if you have any questions for her, if you're confused in any area, can you just signify so she can answer?
All right. If there is no question, then we'll see you at the class. We'll see you at the class. I've already promised that I'm going to be teaching us beyond cereals towards adding some beverages to it. And I believe also soya beans. If you know, you can make soya beans too. It's part of cereals, and a lot of parents are into soya beans for their babies. So when you learn it too, you can package and you can sell. All of the strategies for selling, I'm going to relate to you when we are at the advanced class. Yes, so when you are through with making it, how you can package it and how you can brown it and how you can sell out and the ways you can sell out. Okay, so first of all, a lot of us here, if you know you don't have a page, I think you should try and create a Facebook page, a business page, so that moving forward, that's from where you will be selling, and your DPs and other areas I would introduce to you where you can sell out. Then physically, those around you, they will know. If you check your DP, you see that a lot of persons check on your DP, family and friends. No, I will teach you how to generate leads, people who could that are not in your contact. How you can generate them to see what it is you are selling, and they will buy into it. Okay, so when we get to the master class, that's where I'm going to be doing a lot of revealing. So I hope to see you there. All right, thank you for having me.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello,
Yes.
can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? All right, ma.
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
before we move on. So our facilitator for last week, she's still on the call with us. She has an input as regards to the continuation of the introduction made by our earlier facilitator. So let's hear from her, please. You can go ahead, ma.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It's good to see you again. Or it's good to hear from you again. Okay. So, just as we've discussed last week, and I'm so glad I was able to contribute to some people's needs, and also, help them. Okay. So, based on the series and the packaging, just as I've said last week, before you venture into any business, there are some certain things you should know about those things. There are some, core important that you should get yourself familiarized with. And of course, before anybody can teach you something that will fetch you money, you yourself must know in depth. You must know deep, deep, deep about whatever it is you want to learn. Because anybody can ask you questions that, okay, this thing you are even teaching us, what is the essence? Like, something came up yesterday. Something came up, was it yesterday or last week, that I had to do an exhibition. I was chosen for an exhibition. So the person I was working with just asked me that, is there any nutritional value that what I'm producing has? And in my mind, I was like, you're asking me if a bean flour has a nutritional value. Just tell me how many of the nutritional value you want me to get for you. I have them as much as possible. So he now said, okay, I should go and get a document on it because I'm going to be doing a presentation. So that is it. You must get yourself familiarized with whatever you want to get into. If it's cereals, if it's beverages, if it's milk, the nutritional value, who are the people that need this thing the most? Who are the people that will benefit from this thing most? You need to get your customer. Yes, you, like I said last week, I said it is a problem and you are trying to solve the problem. It means there is a problem and you have a solution, so you want to provide a solution to a problem. So you cannot provide a solution to the problem you don't know how it started, the origin, and every other thing that contributed to that problem. You cannot solve it. Even if you are going to go into the solution, you might be giving halfway solution. You will not be able to give complete solution. So if you want to be giving solution to a particular problem, you must know deep, deep, deep about it. And that is exactly what we are going to give you. Give you what the problem is. There's a need for us to identify what the problem is. Then we tell you step by step how you can get those solutions done and how you can make yourself on top of your game. So that is it. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope to see you in the master class, just like they. So everyone, have a good day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, do we still have anyone with questions? Please, if you have a question, let me know. All right. So in the absence of no question, we would like to appreciate everyone for being part of today's session. We do not take it for granted. We really appreciate you for your time, for your kind attention, and for staying tuned till the end. For those who are just joining us, sorry, you actually came a little bit late, but then you can still meet us on the call. But I can assure you that the session for last week, for those who might have missed the last week's session, kindly check our YouTube channel and watch the last session. And also this particular session also will be uploaded and will be notified by the time we upload it. So see you all next week again for another session as we move on. And thank you once again for your time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the announcement. Thank you for the advertisement you are running for us. We believe that every one of us will definitely make something out of this. So let's go to our local environment, our society, wherever it is that we are. Let us go there to make awareness of how this training is going, and let everyone be a partaker of it so that each and every one of us can join on the training. Thank you once again. And please, if your name is Charles Comfort, please kindly reach out to us, kindly indicate on WhatsApp. Let us know your business name. Message me on WhatsApp. If you are on the WhatsApp call, let us know so that we can know your business name. Ganiyat Ajibola, also you can message us on WhatsApp so that we can know your business name. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for staying true to the end. We shall meet again next week, same time, and then the meeting link will be shared across to us. Please endeavor to invite others so that you will not be the only one enjoying this great stuff. Thank you all, and God bless us all. Happy weekend and happy Saturday. Goodbye.